move on to accessories. So first up, we have the designer sticker book. This is edition 5. These are kind of those dots I was talking about. They're so pretty. And I was saying in my blog post, I am such a sucker for glossy stickers like these. If it's glossy, you've got me hooked. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I so am. But these are also so beautiful. I love the to-do list stickers. I would use these in my regular planner as well. You have birthdays, field trips, assemblies, and testing. And then you've also got more of these nice header stickers, which I just think are so pretty. You've got some fun stickers in here as well. And then these alphabet stickers are just so cute. They also come in like a goldish as well as the colorful. And then these day of the week and today stickers. And then some really nice separator stickers that have some interesting, then you've got these separator stickers. I always call them separator stickers that have some motivational quotes on them. Then at the back, you've got some of these circle stickers. Don't forget, meeting, other cute little images. And then you've got some more of those glossy stickers in the back. Maybe you're taking a vacation next year. You want to mark that down. I like this. You can do the dates. I would use this for tracking data. Like we use iReady, so this would be a great way to track weekly data for that. And then you've got some more flag stickers, some more staff meeting and testing stickers at the back. So that is the sticker book. It is $15.50. This is the Watercolor Apples desk pad. It's $14. I love that it has so much open space. I purchased an EC Owls desk pad like way back in the day, and I absolutely loved it. I actually just got rid of it this year. It was down to its last 2 pages, so I let the girls use it for drawing. But I still had it up until the middle of this year with coffee rings on it and crinkled pages and all, because that's how much I loved it. I love that you can use the spaces for everything or anything and make it specific to your own needs and note-taking style. Next up, we have the Teacher Quote Clip Folio. This is $26. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that I would not have survived this school year without the pad folio. And I love this new design. It's so pretty, and I actually like that it's darker. So I'll show you really quick. This is the one I had from last year, and I loved it. You can see I loved it so much that it was wearing off on the edges. So because I taught remote, I would keep my attendance sheets, my rosters clipped here so I could flip through them. And then on the inside, I would keep notes. And then I would also put notes here regarding students I needed to meet with in breakout rooms, retakes, reminders about meetings. And then if I was in the classroom, I would have used it to keep track of writers' workshops, Socratic seminars, and small groups. And this pocket really did come in handy, especially if I had IEP meeting notes. I would fold them up and put them in here so I could file them away later. So this is nice and sturdy. And again, it is $26 and worth every penny. Next up, we have these 2 notepads. So first, we have the notes from the teacher notepad. Both of these are $10. This is amazing. When you need to send a note home, this is absolutely perfect. I think it works for almost every grade level, but best of all, I feel like it's super non-threatening with that mid-century circles design, the color. It's not as scary sending a note home, and for the student, maybe not as, nerve-wracking to bring it home. So you just put their name and the date, and then you can say this note is in regard to, it has things like academics, writing, showing kindness, following directions, quiet time, attitude, safety. So it can be positive or it could be feedback. I also like that there is a parent signature at the bottom so you could have the student bring it back. I feel like it was perfectly designed. My only recommendation would be to make it customizable in the future, just because when you're teaching upper grade levels, You might, you know, obviously you could just not check it, but quiet time and cleanup time doesn't necessarily apply in upper elementary, middle school, high school. But I think all across the board, this is a great tool to have in your classroom. Next, we have the substitute report. And one thing I love about this, first of all, I would fill this out and then I would laminate it. I have a specific sub binder, but I would like this because then I don't have to go back in and type different things in when things change. I can just fill out a new one of these and then keep it in the front pocket. So I would use this from year to year, especially if I'm laminating them. I love that you could do it for every different class that you have if you teach more than one class during the day. I like that it spells out your times and activities. So this could be your class periods if you teach middle or high school, or if you teach specials. And then you have space for the sub to write it down too. So if you laminate it, you could just have them use a sticky, or you could have them use a wet erase marker, which would be great. So you can have this part filled out for yourself, and then the sub can fill this section out for you at the bottom. So again, these are both $10. This teacher snap-in dashboard is laminated, nice and thick. It's $7.50. I've been using mine that was not mid-century circles, so now I will obviously use this one because I love it, in my notebook this year that I've been using to keep all my notes. And that was just a choice I made as a remote teacher. But what I would do is, especially since I was teaching A and B days, I would be able to keep track of if it was an A or B day. And then this side would never really change for me. So I actually wrote this part in permanent marker. Things that I needed to do before school to be successful and after school, including shutting down my computer so that I would update. And then on the back, this was a great way to either block out some kind of long-term planning or to have more specific details for the week. I used it for long-term planning so I could see into the next month. So for example, since it's April, I would have April reading and April writing, and then my goals, and then May as well, so that I could kind of keep track of where we were headed next. So again, this is $7.50. All right, I'm gonna show you all of these in one shot. So here is the blush ombre accordion zipper pouch. It's $14. This is awesome, and I need to hide it from my girls. They keep asking me where it is. They call it the puffy pouch. I would love to have this in my drawer in my classroom. I would keep my wet erase, my dry erase, my remotes, highlighters, sticky notes, an extra mask maybe in here, maybe some chocolate, I don't know. But I love that it's all together in one spot, and it's just kind of fun. Maybe it's a good stress reliever too. So this is just gorgeous, and just, you know, as an FYI, little kids love it too. So that's $14. And then you have these mid-century circles snap-in stylized sticky notes. These are $10.50. If you've ever purchased EC before, you know that these are so helpful. I love to use these when I'm brainstorming lessons in units because I can move them around, and then I don't feel like I'm committing to anything in my planner. This is also really nice for lists. I tend to use these when I have to make copies and just write everything down and stick it in my planner so I can take it with me to the copy room. Because you know the worst thing that can happen is when you get down there and you don't have your list of what you need to copy. These are so pretty, and they definitely pop on the page. The snap-in bookmark trio, these are some of my favorite things. They seem like such a little thing. They're $4.50, but I like to put washi tape on them and then either stick them in a notebook or in my planner, and that way I can keep track of things. So I would have, you can see I have one in here right now in my old one. So I have the Stylized, the apples in here from last year, but I love to stick washi on them so that I can keep track of where things are in my notebook. I like to also put them in my interactive notebooks as well. And then finally, the colorful dual tip markers. This is the Tropics. They do not bleed through in the teacher planner. I have so many of these markers. The Tropics are such a pretty color and they pop so nicely on the page. Plus they go really well with the mid-century circles. I just thought as a bonus, I would show you, I had picked up the 3-subject notebook. So just to give you an idea, so I use this, my plan is to use this as an interactive notebook with students kind of as like a master copy. So let's say I have a class that's on this page, I might put washi that says, you know, 7th hour on here, and maybe my other class is kind of ahead in their quick write, so I'd put 3rd period on here. And it just would really help me to keep track. And I'll either put the washi at the top so you can just kind of see it, or I'll put it along the side and then I can flip to it really easily. So it's up to you. I do also, this is not part of the launch, but the 3-subject notebook is so nice. It's the smaller size, but if you're doing a master copy of an interactive notebook, I think this is great. It can also be pretty comparable to the composition notebook. Okay, I saved 2 things for last just because I thought they were so gorgeous. First is the Stackable Bracelet. This is $26, but would make such a nice teacher appreciation gift. I love that you can either wrap it and wear it like that. It's so pretty. It looks very similar to other stackable bracelets, or it's actually long enough that you could wear it as a necklace. So it has a gold star charm, and then it's got a little card on the back saying you're a star, shine on, keep shining. And it's just so pretty. Sometimes I find teacher appreciation gifts are really cute, but maybe not as stylish. And I think this one is just really stylish and beautiful. So I would plan to wear this all the time. Again, it's just so pretty and shiny. Finally, last but not least, I was so excited when I saw this. This is the teacher record book. It's $16. There are 2 different covers available. So there's this one and the Teacher Heart Out cover. So if you're, a fan of Teacher Heart Out, you can get that as well. I have always wished I had a separate, smaller record book just for tracking data and reading conferences. It's 7x9. It has 160 checklist pages in it, as well as that all about me and events and volunteers and the communication log. It's also got the graph, but a lot of graphs. So again, this is really good for data collection. And then those student checklists and note pages in the back. What I love about this is I think this is great if you volunteer or you're in a leadership position within your school and need to keep track of things like dues, donations, items for like basket raffles, you name it. I thought of the PTO and PTA. This would also be fantastic for library media specialists or instructional support coaches, SPED, teacher assistants, for keeping track of that one-on-one data with your students. Especially if you push into a class, you could have a student checklist for each class and kind of keep track of how they're doing in each class without needing that full-blown teacher planner. So this is kind of like a mini teacher planner. It just doesn't have the teacher lesson planning pages. It's just really for logging data. So this, hands down, my favorite thing that was released new in this collection. So I don't think I've ever seen an Erin Condren teacher launch this big with so much new and so many awesome accessories. Let me know in the comments what you are the most excited about. And again, don't forget, save that date, April 8th. If you're an EC Insider, you can shop early, get those gifts with purchase. Remember, they will sell out fast. And thank you so much for watching.